unfortunate. Of course, Bedrock Edition can't keep your skin straight, right? Oh my gosh, it actually switched in game. No, it didn't. It didn't. Hmm. Still need to make a helmet. I think that should be about everything. Embarrassing. Hmm. We're not quite here yet, my apologies, chat. That's unfortunate. We wandered away a bit and got ganked. We got it. We're reclaiming some stuff right now, running it back, as they say. Full beans. I don't even know where we're going. We've got to finish our Sneep-NADO today, though. Give me just a sec. We're almost at the spot, chat. At least at this spot, right? Yow. I fear we need a actual portal on our gateway on our nether portal, so that way random zombie pickles can't come wandering out and nom our heads, right? Which would be a little tricky how we have it set up right now, especially with how it's coordinated with AFK spot, right? Because giving its own official structure and room will definitely push the AFK spot, have to push it away from the AFK spot some, which we can figure out. I just, after taking all that time to line up the portals at one stream. Oh, that's unfortunate. We'll have to do that later. Okay, chat, we're just about there. Thank you so much for your patience. Yow. And welcome. Greetings, everyone. Welcome to another exciting stream from Empsterdam. We're here, of course, in front of our gold farm in the red zone, as we like to call it, where we got our got our important messages going, right? Epic gold farm, like and sub, chat. Although that decoration we have up there makes that be a little hidden, right? And that's not too bad. That's not too bad. Oh, okay. So we got some squirreliness we need to get up to right now, right? We need to finish rotating out all the glass for the grass. And then, oh, that's very sad, chat. That is not what we needed to happen right there. That was so much stuff we just dropped accidentally, huh? I don't know how much of it's over lava either. I think we need to focus up a little bit, chat. Good golly. That's so unfortunate. Yeah, I think that, we now need to figure out what we did lose. Like, we didn't have that much gear per se, right? The swift sneak off the pants will be rough if we did lose the pants. Thankfully, they were netherited, right? So I guess we don't have that much, just a bunch of glass and building bits, I think. Because most of the other stuff should be netherite, which would be cool. The fact that it's right here on the edge of things is a little rough. Oh man, really? Yeah, not having more totems on us is a little off. Interesting. I think we saw some more stuff rotating down there somewhere, right? Oh man, everywhere the stuff scattered, huh? Oh man, really? Okay, let's get that back on. Let's get this ready. Um, our stuff scatters so far, chat. Like a loot pinata, yeah? Wacky times. Looks like we still need to grab our, we still have a shulker that we can, or a bundle, right? I think that we should still have our, black bundle on us somewhere. Oh, we don't need to be. Hmm. Yeah, I don't know. Not like this. Yikes. Okay, well, oh man, really? Freaking A, man. We're just trying to get our stuff back. Please. Please stop. Like, how do we deal with all of this stuff we don't need in our inventory at the moment, right? I don't know how much further down we need to go to, right? I think that should be most of it. Hmm. We didn't have that much in the way of tools on us, right? We had like a silk touch shovel, I think. Man, please stop. Yeah, let's hope we didn't have the black bundle on us. I think we got most of the tools we had. I'm pretty sure it was just like, you know, the shovel and the pick. Oh man, don't shoot me, little bro. Oh, we should eat. Okay, there we go. Nice, nice. Sweet, easy peasy. Oh wait, we don't need to do anything out there anymore. We need to finish up our Sneep-NADO chat. It's a very good thing. Deep, 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 deep. I gotta see too, cause it seems like our multi-chat doesn't seem to be doing too much right now. Because normally it pops up the Twitch message at least of us being on and doing the thing with the things. But it has not yet. Dun dun dun. Dun 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 dun. Okay, so we need to figure out what all this stuff's about now, right? Let's get our backup shulker out and get our backup back in it. Up, beep. Boop, 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 boom. Or maybe it's more like that, right? makes me sad that we feel like we might have lost another Silk Touch pick somewhere, huh? Doobie what a doobie, chat. Let's hope we got some things in, this shulker here. Whoa, we grabbed that shulker back. That feels really good. This was an important shulker. It would have been a sad shulker to lose. Yeah, okay, cool. There's our Silk Touch. Wait, no, it's Fortune again. Aw, man. Really? We do have that baggie in there, though, which is cool. We were a little concerned about that. Yeah, okay, that makes sense that we have a Fortune pick in here. And a Silk Touch pick. Okay, okay. Cool beans, cool beans. Oh, what is this about? Oh, interesting. Okay, and so... hopefully we got all the glass we need for it. Let's, put some of this stuff back in here for now. Okay, and then let's try to remember where we were on this, right? Okay, and so we needed glass. We got the wool, and I think we should be pretty good. Wow, we made it pretty high with that, didn't we? And it does seem like we settled on just using the same colored glass of the cell. So while it does lean a little more color one way than the other, I think it definitely feels a little better there. Some Silk Touch in this. Uh-oh. Waka waka waka. The one weird thing is that we... oh no, that's right, we cut down on the inventory space by putting the wool in the bundles. So we don't need that much wool. And it worked out quite beautifully, chat. Quite beautifully. As multiples of 8 can with dealing with, you know... other things that, you know, have a lowest common denominator of 8. Or at least a shared common denominator, right? A common denominator of 8. I think saying shared common denominator is a little redundant at that point. Why? We go with the gray. The, regular gray. It's interesting how dark gray looks, right? Boom, boom, boom. And then we go with the glass flavor up there, right? We need the redstone lamp. Nice. And then it is just like that, right? We just put a little piece there to go climby, climby. Climby, climby. Starey, starey. Redstone dust. Oh, we threw the redstone dust away like noobs. That's okay. It's not like we're low on redstone dust, right? Just, it was a building mat, chat. Yikes, it was a building mat. Okay, let's focus up. Land where we need to. Right here, I believe. Noise, noise. Because the thing is, if we get the, whatchamacallit down, right, we'll be able to do the thing with the majigger. We can put glass on the side of that. Which would be, you know, a little more convenient. Boom, 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 boom. Beep, beep. Nice. Go here. Go there. That's gonna be a little tricky, of course, how we, won't be able to... oh, I guess when we put them back in, they'll go in the order of colors that we would like them to. That's cool. Making sure it's the silk touch can be good. Can be good. I see. We can maybe go with a bit like that and that. Then we can take out the bottom bits, you know? No! That's okay, chat. These things happen. And so instead we will climb on up, do a little more. Boom, 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 boom. Nice. That should be about there. And then we go diggy diggy. Kind of diggy diggy. Oh. We don't have regular dirty dirts on us. Boom, boom, boom. Okay, cool. Something like that, right? Pop that there. Pop that there. Like deep, deep beam. Nice. Get some of the brown brown. Do we not? Okay. I guess we clicked the sheep accidentally the first time. That cutie little silly sheep. Silly, silly sheepness. Beep, beep. Oh my. Beep, beep. Oh my. Brown wool? Interesting. Interesting, chat. That's right, I think we did go on this a bit just to make it a little easier for us to go bippity-boppity. Pippity-poppity, right? Because it's all about making it easier on us to get what we need done, I think. Been worrying about how many blocks we place to get it done, right? Just get it done, Jack, get it done. Let's see if we can grab more dirt real quick to get done with, since we seem to be a little low on that. Dirty, dirty, dirty bit. Ouch. What? What? I can't even see the skeleton bones up there. Wild times. They were hiding, chat. We're just looking for some dirt. Egads. Oh. We need a little more than that, though. That's unfortunate. Doobie what a doobie. Doobie what a doobie. Oh. Nice. Nice. Good stuff, good stuff. We gotta peek in here and see if anything's going on in that. Yo, Solimer! Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. My multi-chat on the OBS did not seem to be working, so I totally missed that. As did I from the Femsy Frosty. Hey mate, I really love your stream and enjoy being part of your fan community. Would you mind adding me up on Discord? My username is Brent01. Fan community, interesting. I'd like community outside of just fandom though, right? Like to be together as one chat for mutual aid as much as possible through this digital medium as we can. And greetings, Solomir. We're here working on the Sneep-NADO. I'm not sure how long ago that came through, sadly. And you know, I do very much appreciate Stream Elements and what it provides for us for the price we pay for it, if you will. I just wish that it worked a little more reliably. But you know, getting that multi-streaming functionality pretty good. Yeah, it may be a bit of a upsell on the NATO bit, right? And so yeah, like that's the thing. We can't afford sharks, right? Shark CGI, even with Shark Week and multiple Sharknadoes, it's still a little outside of our budget. Sheep, on the other hand, sheep are pretty docile, you know, and so we don't mind them too much, right? They're a lot cheaper to render, and so in this economy, it's got to be a Sneep-NADO now. Maybe after things pick up, you know, after the distraction that is happening in Iran right now at the cost of many lives, and we might be able to get our get the funding needed once again, get the economy up to a spot where Sharknadoes can once again be the cinematic masterpiece that they have been throughout throughout their inception. And so for now, unfortunately, we gotta do a sheep one, you know, because budget constraints. It would indeed, it would indeed. Um, but like, I don't know. I mean, surely that they don't have that much like with a movie that's pretty much a parody, right? Like I feel like Sharknado is pretty much like a parody of itself, you know. I don't know exactly how that worked, but I feel like they made it work somehow. I'm not sure how much infringement could be there. Like, you know, when does parody free use become what we can talk about and negotiate and along those lines? Because like there's no way that, you know, there's any type of commercialization we're making off dropping that trademark, right? Like that is not the we're not here in a commercial way per se, and that is not what we are making any type of content on specifically. For sure, for sure. And like a production company too, right? I think that'd be funny trying to track down who owns that production company, right? Like, do you think it's someone in Hollywood that's memeing themselves? Because like production company, right? That's the company that bankrolls, right? That pays the money to afford a trademark license, yeah. Since you know, these things cost money, chat. The other problem is that ours doesn't really move. Um, because to get it to move, that would require a lot of pistons, a lot of noise, and probably some slime blocks and honey blocks, right? Which we're not quite adept or versed at making flying machines yet, which is what it would be, right? But that's definitely we'll put that on the sounding board to think about. 'Cause that's not a bad idea. The idea and concept of flying machines entices and impresses me, enchants me in ways of other you know, Minecraft constructs that we have not done yet, and that'd be cool. That'd be cool. There's so much more we need to do with this though. Like there's so much we need to figure out about everything. Like where are we putting the stuff, chat? Where are we putting the stuff? How's the stuff going in? How's it gonna be piped? How are we gonna collect the stuff? Most importantly, you know. That's okay though. Process, all part of the process. We just trust in it, right? Trust the NATO, chat. It shall spin to victory. Especially once we remember how to juggle the hotbar properly to make it not. Oh man, we gotta not break that block under. It's so sad, right? When you got this thing and you're like, no, we gotta get a sheep all the way back up here, really? Rip. Not that we would ever have to do that, because we're not, you know, we never make mistakes in this game, chat. Nope. Flawless every time. First time. As we know, as we know. As we know things to be. Okay, so we go picky pick, boop, boop, shovel, shovel, boop, boop. Okay, cool. Cool. Just like so, chat. Easy peasy, right? Could we need some observers down? Let us observe what is going on. So, which agency would be responsible for handling the Sneep-NADO? The agricultural department or the weather? I mean, I think it'd have to be a multi-pronged approach, right? Multi-department. There'd have to be coordination, which would probably be through. I think the atmospheric, you know, National Atmospheric Oceanic Agency, right? NOAA, because FEMA has been gutted a bit. But really, it would be FEMA being able to coordinate the USDA intake, right? If here in the U.S. it was happening federally, in, you know, federal emergency levels started going in. So that way, FEMA being the Federal Emergency Management Agency, and the one that does respond to natural disasters, theoretically coordinates and takes the helm, much as Red Cross or Red Crescent does in other locations that need some more immediate aid than centralized government can provide. as they even do in the US during times of disaster. And so, it's interesting because NGOs have made a a non-profit model, if you will, right? Where they can pay, folk money to do non-profit stuff. In ways that just helps protect and generate more revenue, which is definitely something that Red Cross has been. Okay, digression aside, right? So it'd be a multi-pronged approach, multi-agency style, coordinated by FEMA, of course, and so, USDA, right, the Agriculture Department would be responsible for finding out, like, how these sheep started getting NATO abilities, right? I actually had no idea, of course, anything about Sharknado. And so I don't know, like... like, do the sharks, are they like flying sharks that like whip themselves up into a frenzy and NATO around? Or is it actually an atmospheric event that like water, like funnels sharks up into it, and so that, like a Wizard of Oz style? Dun da 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 da. I'm very confused. Yeah, they are. Thankfully, we've got technology and we've got folks that are very interested in tracking the behavior of sheep, along with folks that are very interested in tracking the behavior of atmospheric phenomena. And since this crosses that, right, it'll definitely give those folk an opportunity to meet up for future livestock atmospheric events, which really is going to be more beneficial in the long run, as these more extreme events and more animals take to the air, or NATOing. I don't know. I guess I should have read maybe a little maybe a little bit up on Sharknado before. But I mean, I guess that way we can, completely say that, like, we are not trademark infringing on anything. These are all original ideas, right? We have just slapped a hyphen down. Any shark anywhere could be caught in a NATO. And so we think it's actually quite impractical to truly trademark the name Sharknado, since, we can't control Sharknado's chat. They happen, anywhere, anytime, right? And so I guess that would maybe be more a fight for a different time, though. Thinking about that. Because, like, it's a... Like, I don't think you could even trademark a named hurricane, right? And so, yeah, I think actually it would probably fall under usage like that, Which is cool. And so, Sharknado being oh man, what? Okay, so how do Sharknadoes happen? Do you know how Sharknadoes happen? I feel like I definitely skipped a beat in this build, not fully knowing and appreciating how how a Sharknado comes to be. Oh no! Okay, we do still have the blue glass. Nice. We don't want to be frauds, chat. We want to be fully, not misinforming anyone that tunes in about what a Sneep-NADO is and is not, right? That could be important information that'll save someone's life at some point. Or, the exact opposite if the wrong information, right? So it's very important that we get it right right now. So that way we do not share misinformation. I really believe misinformation and miscommunication is led to the downfalls of people, and so if we can work to address that immediately, that'd be very good. And so at the source, right, we got to make sure that every info we drop about Sneep-NADOs is accurate, can be verified, right, corroborated, empirically proven, as they say. Although not to be confused with Empire, because we need to stop Empire. just to, you know, throw some more words around. Boom, 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 boom. We dig that out. We dig that out. It is interesting, though, to think about, because if we did put some rotation and some movement on these individual sheep cells, we would definitely be able to make collection easier, right? The problem is that, like, we would need a piston on all of that, right? I guess the main problem is it's really hard to move a mob with a piston in a flying machine. Like, they would have to be on a boat, maybe in a minecart. I don't know if they can eat in a boat or a minecart. If they could, I believe we would be one step closer to actually making it a rotating Sneep-NADO, opposed to just a spiral of little stuff in the sky. But, you know, sky spirals, right? Of naturally occurring sheep concentration just came to mind, right? We must Sneep-NADO it up, chat. We'll help inform the public of this devastating phenomenon. That way they'll be prepared for it, or at least know where to go to look for the answers they need in those times of disaster. Which, you know, I think would be pretty good. Because, you know, it's still kind of a new phenomenon with climate change having impacted it in such a sudden, drastic manner, right? That we're still trying to discover new things about it. I mean, heck, even the normal atmospheric phenomenon that we've been recording and, you know, tracking for ever since we were able to with the technology has been shown that, you know, whereas our models are inaccurate and inadequate to keep up. Which, I mean, we don't need to think about that right now, because that is a little bit scary. Thinking about some things that, you know, broader aspect I do here, but it do be what it do be. And so instead we can think about, how do you prepare? Like, what are the first steps you would think would be needed to prepare, you know, yourself in the face of a disaster as devastating as a Sneep-NADO? Because going through a dry run of, you know, emergency steps is never a bad thing. What is your emergency plan? It's actually interesting because there's been much talk about emergency planning in the area I'm at. Due to subduction zone around, you know, tectonic plates. But of course, geological clocks, right, are very vast and gigantic compared to our ones that we have created as people. And so that's cool. But, you know, still that being prepared for it, right? And so there's got to definitely be some parallel and overlap, right? Emergency preparedness, making sure infrastructure, potable water does what it needs to pot. I don't think that's how it's said, but that sounds funny. Pot. I pot the water, chat. Mutual aid. Important stuff. Appreciating FEMA, or making FEMA work better for the people would be very good too. There's a theory, of course, right, that these agencies and organizations are here at the behest and for the benefit and health of the people. So we must make them by the people and for the people. Wahaha. And so maybe if we really have a good education plan around Sneep-NADO preparedness, they can see where, you know, there's been a disconnect between public and the policies enacted. And then conversations around just, you know, making it better for everyone along those lines. That could be pretty powerful. In the times of disaster, bringing people together, right, is one of the coolest things that humanity and society can do, I do believe. And so, yeah, it sounds like we're about to make that happen around the tragedy that Sneep-NADOs can bring. But also finding out how it can make our community stronger. together, chat. We're gonna go a little lower. Move on up a little higher. Maybe get the shovel again. Well, because I do believe clicking to the shovel is quicker than trying to pickaxe through dirt. And so, you know, if we think about time, opportunity cost versus energy cost, right? Definitely ticks the other way. Meow indeed. Meow. 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 Oh, we haven't done that in a while. Sorry, chat. Yeah, we used to be a little better at it. We just we haven't been going out much, so we haven't had to make I guess cat calls to kitties in a minute. But it's interesting, right? Because a lot of the vocalizations, as you may know, that domestic cats rock out are in response to them being domesticated and them trying to communicate with humans. If you observe cats, you know, in the wild doing cat things, they're often very quiet. And so it's interesting, right? Because when you meow, when they meow, they learn to meow to sound and try to imitate a baby's voice, if you will. Because they do not meow to one another, right? When they're out and about. They do chirps sometimes, right? Or like the... Not like the... You know? Type thing. The history of domestication and of felines and people goes back so many years. Pretty fantastic. Tying it in fact back to agriculture and the storage of food stuff, if you will. And the head scritches. Oh, the head scritches and treats. It's been theorized that head scritches and treats are how early humans were able to start the domestication process of kitties. Kitty kitty. Dirty bits. Shovelly bits. Lassie bits. We gotta stop doing that with the taking our tools off. It's not helpful. You can go there though. Bop 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 bop. Yo, yes, the Christmas. They I do believe they're the first mod in our channel too. Which is pretty shiny, pretty exciting. They have passed the test, chat. I don't know what the test was. That's how vigorous and rigorous it was, right? We had a blanket from our mind just because it was just that, you know, devastating and brutal. I do also need to pick their brain a little bit about what we need to do about the making some more fun interactive bottage. Because there are definitely some chat bots and some automation we can do for stream engagement, I believe. That Christmas is amazing at, and they offered to help me with at one point. I get so distracted by just playing video games, which is bad. Maybe not bad, right? That's what I'm here for per se, but like, could be a little more than that. Okay, I think that's light blue though, not... Wait, no, you are cyan. Is this light blue though? Yo, and we're back into here. We'll get some redstone dusty bits. They've been rocking out a stream streak too, and so I hope it's been pretty epic. Pretty epic. I don't know how our excessive amount of streaming might have impacted stuff though. We've been going a little hard these past few days. Just because we had to make up for the Minecraft stream, right? That we missed out on Monday. Minecraft Monday. Block Game Monday, sorry. Psh, alliteration. So overdone. Block Game Monday, let's go. Oh no, not like this. Oh man. We can pick up our glass though, which is pretty good. Pretty good stuff. Glass and dyeing it, right? Takes very many steps. And you're like, man, I want less steps, right? We're not trying to, like, do any fitting over here. Although that does remind me, we probably do need to work on some ideas of exercise, chat. What do you think? What do you think? We tried getting this little pedally thing, right? But it's so awkward because it does not fit under the desk. And so, I don't know. We don't have budget for treadmill right now, though, so we should probably stop thinking about that. Or maybe think about it as a goal to aim for. Some standing desk action, chat. As we tread ourselves into victory. Don't tread upon stuff. Or do tread upon it. I don't know. I think that's actually what we need to do with that, right? Aw, man. Oh. 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 Go, pick block. Like that, like that, like that. Nice. And you're good to go. Whoa, chat, look at us go, look at us go. Making progress. Doing the work. How fancy is that? And we still got to think about how annoying it might be to get the hopper minecarts to do what they need to do on the thing that they need to do. But we'll deal with that when we get there. Right now, this is pretty chill, pretty chill. We don't need to worry about the glowstone just yet. Just because, you know, we don't need to worry about growing the grass just yet. Let's pop those out real quick. Bibbidi beam beam beam. And so, I wonder how Christmas would prepare for Sneep-NADO incursion. For a Sneep-NADO warning. If suddenly your radio went wah wah. This is a, you know, test of the emergency broadcast system. There's a fast-moving Sneep-NADO coming to your area. Please, stay calm. Like, how fast would a sheep need to be going to, like, you know, pose a threat or risk to structures? Came in like a wrecking ball, right? Maybe not so much. Came in like a sheep ball. Sheepy sheep. Okay. We're, aw, man. We need some more climby climb. And we gotta see what time. 16 minutes, that pre-roll. Intriguing. Oh my gosh, an hour deep, chat. I do think we're gonna take a moment there and grab some water when that thing pops on up. In about 3 minutes. Cause water is good. And it'll maybe help us clear our throat some. Cause we got a bit of a scratchiness in it. Or we can go get the other bit of coffee. Probably don't need more coffee. We do need more milk for the coffee, which is unfortunate. For milk and coffee, chat. I do appreciate it very much. The milky bits helping cut that bitter. I feel like it's a little dark, of course, without the thingies. Until we... Okay, we'll put some in, Because we don't want, like, stuff spawning on us, right? And if it's too dark, you know how that goes, chat. So I think we put on this thing, right? We don't know if tucking him next to the side is the best yet or not. We think it might be good. Oh, there's a 100 stream streak! And we shall shatter a glowstone in celebration. That is a very big number. Bing bong big, in fact. Indeed. I don't know how folks celebrate a 100 stream streak. I could totally, we could name something in honor of that if you'd like. There's many different things to name here in Minecraft. Yo, working and lurking. Thank you very much. As a consummate lurker, I definitely appreciate that. We could name a sheep, since this do be the project right now, or other things. We got some villagers we could name. We got some tools we could name. We got some zombies we could name. That will be villagers again at some point. At some point. We were thinking of definitely of getting some redeems in. That could help get the namey names going down. Of course, there's folks with like fancy halls and tradey things that rock it out even better than we do at the moment. And so we could definitely think about that a bit. Oh, we got 10 more ad starts in 70 in T-minus sometime. So we're gonna go and grab some water with that real quick. Maybe. We should. Water's good, chat. We definitely need to drink more water too. But we're probably just gonna grab more coffee instead. Cause we just finished ours. And that's how it goes. Beep, beep, beep. Until we shall be right back, chat. As y'all enjoy and marvel at the epicness of this, sheeply endeavor. Of this atmospheric catastrophe. About to happen to those poor little, zombified villagers down there. They don't even know, chat. The doom and the disaster that a Sneep-NADO can wrought. Thankfully, we got it contained. And so it should hopefully not be too problematic for them. I wish we had a good angle to hit that at. Maybe it'll get better once we get the more colors going on, yeah? And the rails in. We'll figure it out, chat. We'll figure it out. For now, we shall be right back. Coffee time. Sorry about that, chat. There's some routine maintenance that we had been missing out on that we're trying to catch up on a little bit. Taking us a little longer than we would have liked. We're just about back, though. Thank you so much for your patience. And for hanging in there. The sheep. Maybe I need to pin a message about that. In the event of a Sneep-NADO in your neighborhood, how would you react? What would you do? What would be the first steps you would take? An important question, chat. You remember what you were doing during the great Sneep-NADO of 2015? When you first heard about it on the news? Do you remember where you were? Such a drastic and catastrophic event, right? The great Sneep-NADO of 2016. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, we need a bit of yellow wool for that though, right? Aw, man. Such a silly idea. But we're here for it. And I'm glad that we got a semi-organized way to figure out the dealio with the thingamajiggers, right? On the whatchamacallits. You know, all those words that do not make sense right there. The wiring, in a way. I mean, the worst part, chat, like, if this wiring does not work for what we're trying to do, I'll be a little sad. I think that's gotta be the best way, right? Trying to just get it on the side and out of the way of other stuff. Has to be the best way to go about it, right? Giving yourself the most room you can at the get-go. For whichever project, you know. We can always shrink it up later, right? Shrinky dink, right? Let's get him rinky dinky dink. Get some of that orange. Oh, that's not orange, man. That's not orange, man. Where did your pick block go? Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Gotta pick that block out, chat, with that middle mouse. That way you get the nice, easy way to do the thingamajigger. With the thingy. As those words, you know, are very descriptive in helping us understand what we're talking about, right? For surely. With the dealy bomb. Oh, that's interesting that the sheep did not eat that grass, chat. Normally their appetites are voracious in this game. And like at the first sign of grass, they'll be like nom 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 nom. Even without any wool on them, right? Even with wool, yeah, or with wool on them. And so I don't know if it's like a reflexive thing, if they're wool-less, if they're more inclined to do it quicker. So I definitely seem to think I'd see it happen quicker like that. But we're not sure. Like with many things. Like, sure. That sounds okay enough. We'll go with that for now. Wait, that's not what we needed. Oh, do we not have more? Aw, rip. Okay, we can grab some more of those real quick, I think. I do believe. Got this for now, though. Meh? Oh, goodbye. Okay, we'll go grab a few more of those real quick. Because theoretically, we're removing 2 and leaving and putting 1 back, so we should not really be running out. We did totally punch through 1, though. In, anger. In fear. In response to the Sneep-NADO being like, you know, that gut clench. Like, oh gosh, a Sneep-NADO, look out. No, this is not a real Sneep-NADO, chat. Don't need to worry about it. But the physiological, you know, response is still hard to quell sometimes. And so yes, I'll work on putting I'm getting a message pinned along the lines of, you know, maybe we gotta include what we would do though, right? The best steps that we would take and recommend. Maybe we can't just like leave it up in the air, right? That's like clickbaiting at that point, right? Sensationalizing something that really should be an informational aid for any community, anyone interested or curious about what to do in the worst case scenario of a Sneep-NADO touching down in their neighborhood, chat. What would you do, right? Yikes. Boom, 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 boom. I do wish we had some more of the sour airhead at the moment. Those things are so good. Of course, we're just fans of sour candy as a whole. They got such an interesting flavor to them, though. Okay, come on now. I think we're going there with it, right? I can't tell the sheep is in the way, man. Cursed sheep. I mean, blessed sheep. Thank you for your wool. It's a blessing and a curse. There we go. That duality, right? All I guess is just, you know, effort, reward. What type of payout do you want, right? Payoff. We're up here already. Nice. Nice. Love to see a chat. Not that, though. Not where that's supposed to go. Get out some of that red. Yow. And this other red. Yow, biam. Yow. Nice. Okay. We're getting there, chat. We're getting there. Easy peasy process. A little tedious. Oof, yikes. Doom. Boom. Shovel me this. Prepare for shovel, make it double? Ha. Not really. That's not how it goes. Ha, though. That's how that went. For some reason. Boom. I guess we go with that again, right? That's not where that's supposed to go, though. Doom. Okay, maybe a little bit like this. A little bit like that, right? Yeah, just like that, chat. Lovely to see it. Go there. Go there. Go here. Go bip, bop, bip, boop, boop, bomb, boom, and then pick up the stuff. Nice. We've got a almost good rhythm. The unfortunate part, of course, we got to keep dropping down all the way. Down. We should maybe... No, I mean... Yeah, boots are going to be okay for a minute. It's just always, you know, when I'm dropping down a bit, I think it's a good idea to check that out. Because you don't want your boots to break, right? Suddenly you have no more Feather Falling 4, we don't have a totem on, so you know, you know what happened there. You know how that'd go. Not in a good way. It's unfortunate though, because there's totally some magic decks I want to be building right now, you know? This Marathon person that wrote a pretty, you know, did some stuff with the, goodness in, our appreciation of her as things, you know. Um, Definitely had us curious about doing some more with Super Shredder than just simple Sephiroth sacrifice stuff. And I think we've got an idea of where we want to take something like that, which will be fun. Because I really feel like the sneak mechanic and trying to cheat things back into play after you sneak them in, right? Rocking out some neutrinos, rocking out some other things maybe, right? I guess neutrinos doesn't really work, but like kin scare, right? Of course, you can't, you know, kin scare right there on that attack, right? It's more with that thing. It's going to be more on the whatchamacallit. Weird. Okay, give me just a sec. I don't know why my brain's a little slow, right? No. Beep boop bop, beep boop bop, beep boop bop, beep boop bop. It should just go right here, right? Like with a no biggie. With a it do be in what it do be. Indubitably. We just gotta go like this. Have faith, chat. Trust the process. Oh man. I never trust the process. I trust what I know, you know? I think something like this. Go like that, go like that, go like that. And buddy da 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 da. Uppy uppy it climbs. Go go redstone signal. Oh gosh, not like this. The doom and the fall and the dropping. And so yeah, right now, you know, we're just got a few more of these to put in. And then we should put in the collection first, because if we put in the shears first, right, then they'll it'll just be building up a bunch of things that we're not collecting, which is not the best way to go about stuff, I don't think. If that makes sense. It'll, you know, lower the durability on the shears, it'll create a bunch of entities that'll have to be calculated and computed, you know, theoretically causing some lag. Oh man. How we did that's what somehow that one broke, man. That makes absolutely no sense. I guess we try to do a boat and a lead, right? Because doing it another way is gonna be really annoying, right? But doing it with a minecart will get them in the thing, right? Which will be cool. Which will be what we need. Damn it. Yeah, that's the, you know, one of the little unfortunate parts we got here going on, right? About the whatchamacallit, right? The sheeps. Having to redo this stuff and having dirt be the block that they're on. And us needing a shovel to just make things quicker, right? If all those words make sense, then rad. You've been following along, or you've got an understanding of Minecraft and where we're at right now with it. If not, no worries, because we're not in a spot that's really conventional for Minecraft most of the time. I don't know, we gotta figure out what that thing's doing, right? Running around. Because the main thing is it's gonna be a little tricky to get the minecart to go all the way back up, right? But starting it here seemed like it'd be a little easier than starting it out. Oh man. Where are you going, little bro? They're doing it from all the way down there, right? But that's it. But you know, we might be there. That might be what we have to do, just because that was getting very annoying. Let's oh no, not well. I mean, that's okay. Okay, we need to get a boat. boat. Maybe it's better to finish wiring the thing up first, right? I don't know though. We should probably have some of this in here though. Not that we man, we oh man, we went so long without breaking one of those, man. Dang. That felt good too. But now we're here. Until we float and we fly, and we fly and we float. Buddy dun 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 dun. Okay, so we were pretty much done wiring this one up, so we don't need to worry too much about that. As far as that goes. Gosh. That do be unfortunate what just happened. It do be what it do be though, chat. Indubitably. Nice. We get some of that pink pink. Why does it seem like we're missing wool in the one? Oh, we're not, okay. Our mind was playing tricks on us. Or something. Okay, sheep, sheep, sheep. Man. Because getting the dropper in was a little annoying, right? We gotta get in there, get the dropper in, then fly out, right? Because dropping in through the top is really the easiest way to go about it. And so yeah, let's get the dirt and get ready for the sheep entry, and then we will get some minecart rail going and truck it on, drive it up, drive it out, drive it in, do what we need to do, right? Oh man, that's not. Are we really out of scaffolding on us? Rip. Doobie what a doobie. Oh, that's only 13 pieces. Yikes. That's not gonna do it, chat. I'm gonna do it for this part, right? But we'll need to make some more, I do believe. Indubitably. Okay, we're right there with it. Yeah, okay, we're gonna have to just drop it in the top, right? Cause like pushing it, we could try pushing it. Push, push, push. Okay, give me just a sec, chat. That totally feels like a much better idea. Push, push, push. Oh, these are on the wrong side. No, not like that. Okay, those actually need to be grass, huh? And we leave this one side open, right? And we just truck one in. Just that poor little chunk of rotating, you know, whatchamacallit, rib. Mutton. Is it mutton? Okay, doop, bop. I think it would work like that, right? Oh man, we're so close on that. Sorry, chat. We're normally pretty good at freehanding rails like this, but I guess we're going in the opposite direction. So, you know, a little different. Okay, and like making one of those a powered rail would probably be the best for us, right? Cause we need a, we don't have a stop for it, right? So yeah, actually, just because making it right the first time, so that way it just goes smoothly, right? I think it's going to be the best idea for us to get this done. It's a little sad we've only got 2 powered rails in there, but that should be enough for what we need to do. It's not that long a journey. We just want to, you know, because we don't want it falling down again, right? But then here's the question, right? Even if it did fall again at this point, would it now have been quicker to just put it back up again, right? Than doing this Billy build? Some of our greatest quandaries in Minecraft. Quandary. Fun word. Hopefully we're using it right there. Okay, so that should be enough to get the sheep up to where it needs to be. Cool beans, cool beans. Get some of you. And then we need some minecart action. Oh wait, where did the minecart go, chat? Did we forget to bring it up? We may have. And that's okay. Okay, we can come down and get a boat. Boat. Get the lead, get a boat, put the thingy on the boat and the lead, you know, etc., etc. Because we can't, we can't lead on a minecart, right? I don't think we've got the wood here, though, do we? Embarrassing. We'd have a bamboo shelter in our ender chest, of course. Suitcase style, right? I don't quite know what this stuff's about, though. Let's just do what we got, you know. This is the reason why we carry our ender chest, or put stuff in our ender chest like this. We can go beep bop boop, bippity boppity, right? Aw, man. Poor inventory. Poor inventory. Okay, I don't remember why we're opening this, though. Boat. We need to make a boat. Boat. How boatiful. And then a sheep. Okay, cool. We got a boat. Got a minecart. Oh my gosh, those eyes are a little scary. Please go in the corner. In the corner, thank you. Okay, now get in the boat, right? Easy peasy, chat. Oh my. Oh my. You got a little sheeperino. Oh my, chat. Bro. I'm glad that the power drill seemed to work, though. At least we got that part right. Getting the having the sheep in the minecart at the time, meh. Details, right, chat? Nice. Easy peasy, chat. At least we did it well, right? A well-executed plan. We just need to dye it real quick. The sad part, though, I don't believe we can keep too much of that there, right? We need to, have it be in a way. But that makes sense. Because it is in the way. There we go. Oh my gosh, those words actually really make sense and communicate and convey what we're thinking. They're in the way right now, so we'll have to take them out. Totally, chat. Look at us go use our words. How fancy is that? Word. Oh my. For now. We need to take these little bangs out. Boop, boop, bop. We thought we were good on those, but obviously not. Bop, 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 boop, bop, bop. Righty-o. We're gonna drop down, of course, after this and drop off some of the stuff that we have in our inventory that we do not need at the moment. That we did need in the moment, which we had at that. That's why we've got that one piece of white wool to rock it out. Wonderful wool. How wool-deful. Nah, I don't know if that works or not. Cool. I mean, we don't need to really worry too much about breaking that just yet, right? Until we go and try to build up the other thing. And theoretically, leaving it in place right now can help us if, you know, God forbid we, I don't know why we say that. That's such a ridiculous utterance for us. But, you know, in case something inadvertently happens and one of these pieces of grass blocks holding a sheep up magically disappears, you know, through no fault of our own, of course. Just, you know, poof, it disappears, right? Inexplicably. Then, you know, we'll want the little bit that we have going up to keep going up, I do believe. We're very close to the top, right? And that was pretty painless once we decided the process to go with, to get it done, which is pretty cool. I do appreciate it a lot. So this is already painful enough, right? Yikes. Yikes, chat. What are we doing to ourselves? Making a Sneep-NADO. That's what we're doing. Love to see it. Kaboom. Kaboom. Boom. Bibbidi 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 boop boop boop. Yo. Yo, yo. Yo. Nee. Cool bean, cool bean. No, not like this. Not like this, chat. Oh man. Focus. We need more cookies, why? For what it's worth, we did in fact use a boat, because this poor little white sheep, its predecessor decided to glitch out the the glass block it was on. It's all like, man, check out this little hack I got, and it just like glitched through the glitched the block out, right? Like, I don't know how the grass block would have disappeared otherwise, right? And so yeah, sadly, eventually after we tried wrangling it and it would not cooperate, it fell and plummeted as sheep do. And so we had to figure out how to get a sheep up here. And it was putting one in a boat, of course, right? And then getting a mine cart going to take it the rest of the way so we get it in the thing, right? we've had to replace some of these before, that's for sure. Sadly. Greetings, greetings, greetings. Nexon, how do you do? How do you do? And welcome back. Oh, this be Bedrock, of course. We're pretty much Bedrock exclusive players, which is, you know, a little limiting sometimes. There were definitely some opportunities of more mods that we could have enjoyed, I think, along the way. That Bedrock, of course, did not have available. I always figured, you know, if I'm gonna be playing not Minecraft, right? By playing a mod or something, then might as well not play Minecraft and play that actual thing, right? And so that's you know, definitely one of the reasons why we never jumped into Java per se. But man, the inventory solution that offers, such amazingness, such good stuff. Oh, I'm doing okay. I'm doing okay. I've been enjoying a lot of different games, which is unfortunate because I'd love to enjoy a lot of gainful employment instead, right? But it is what it is. We be putting things out. I do. There are some good advice I think we're receiving right now that I was able to scan real quick um, during the break, and so I definitely have some ways to improve, and then even try building towards some more specifics in my resume. I believe to get it to a spot where we can have better quantifications of stuff, because you know we got some loose ones, right? That makes sense. We can justify what we've quantified, right? But like, yeah, is what it is. How do you do this Wednesday afternoon? If that's a thing. If not, then this time of where you are and where you're at. And if you had a sudden warning about a Sheep-NADO forming or approaching your area, how would you respond? I need to pin that message and ask folk when coming in. And how about yourself, Zundap? How would you respond if you all had to respond, you know, to a warning of weather of extreme Sheep-NADO turbulence, you know, conditions, extreme conditions, Sheep-NADO forming? Beware. Definitely, we're accumulating some phantoms up here too, I guess. How can you? I mean, you know, it would be a sheep dust devil, I think, if we were not high. I'm not quite sure about that though. Like, how high can a dust devil go, right? If we were over water, we would be spouting, maybe, if that makes sense. I do think we need to get rid of some of these phantoms real quick, though. And yeah, we need to. our our free range iron farm had some had an issue. We'll just turn away from that for now. That's unfortunate. I do go to doobie though. And we got cookies. I do like cookies. Sheep-NADO is something I would love. Sounds like going to sheep in a hurry. Oh, sleep in a hurry. Nice. Nice and cuddly. You count the sheep super fast. A flurry before the eyes. But I mean, if it's a flurry before the eye, would that not be too much activity that your brain would not be able to calm itself down, as opposed to a nice, serene, one sheep at a time? Or would it just be such a dizzying display of sheep activity that your brain would just be, okay, I'm out, you know? Yeah, I don't know. I think tornadoes have class is right or like classifications and not uh for their severity, right? As opposed to categories like hurricanes have. Oh, sure. Nice. Pink sheep are great. They add a lot of color and variety. Yeah, I'm gonna I should be able uh have some time after I'm done with this stream and getting this NATO up and running. I don't know how much of the collection system we'll get in, but we definitely need to get that going. Uh, we also need to think about how we will finalize the glowstones, right? I do kind of like the glowstones going up like that, and it is just in space and time, I think, to be able to apply the light needed to grow grass. I don't know though. We're gonna tell ourselves it is. F1. Interesting. Yeah. Um, we're getting so close to the top, chat. I uh I'm glad that we it's rad though, y'all. I can finally type again. Um and so, that have definitely been not being able to type has made it a little hard to sign in, a little unmotivating to sign into many multiplayer activities, if that makes sense. So now with that back in place, that'll be a little easier for me to start navigating again. It's really awkward not being able to type, right? It's like I feel like I'm ignoring people when I can't type back at them, right? But it's like it was physically impossible for me to type with the way the chat input was going. But that's been fixed now, so that's pretty cool. And the other cool part about that, right? Being able to go into creative mode again, chat, and being able to like fill with air, right? Being able to get a structure block to copy something, to try different iterations on it, is going to be very exciting for us, right? Because we were unable to be typing when we had first started this in the the idea of this, right? So we were not able to do any prototyping in creative mode. Just because if you can't type in creative mode, chat, it's like it feels so bad. It feels so bad. There's so many features that you want to do, so many things you want to rock out that are just unavailable. Maybe that's just a me thing, right? You all do how you want to do and enjoy Minecraft as you choose to enjoy Minecraft. For us making it so that we could, utilize thingies with the Majiggers would be good. Okay, why do we have this bunch of gray wool? That is actually very unfortunate. We, had done calculations to get the proper amount of gray wool. No, I think we need. No, we don't need. We're good on gray wool actually. We do not need any more gray wool. I was gonna be very sad if we did need gray wool and we just threw it away. Rip. But we should be good. We should be good. Let's focus up, chat. Get this done right. Bippity boppity. This should be the last black wool we need to, which is rad. Go here. Go there. Go everywhere. We go. We need some more redstone dust coming up for us. Sheep NADOing. I'm counting these sheep. Yo, falling asleep to the sheep? Intriguing. I wonder how many sheep keep for sleep falling. Must be needed. How many sheep must we keep? Do we sweep the sheep for keeping? So we have clean sheep. Clean sheep sweep. making it colorful, making it productive. Aw man, hopefully anyway. Bippity boppity. We did, of course, sacrifice one grass spot for a block needed up there, but it's okay. It do be what it do be. I mean, we don't necessarily need that one there, right? Like, we only need really one grass block if we want to get all minimalistic with it. But I think that's a little much. A little much. Oh, we need more redstone dust. That's right, chat. I'm sorry about that. I remember having that discussion. I don't think that's on the side yet, sadly. We go there, we go here, we go everywhere like that. We go here, we go there, go beep, boop, and then a bop. Sheep, sheep, sheep. Nice. We go diggy, diggy, dig, dig, diggy, diggy, dig, 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 diggy, dig, 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 dig. Yom, beep, beep, yep, 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 yom, yom. Nice. Again, it can be problematic, of course, taking the block that you have your tool on, the hotkey that you have tool on, to do the thing with that you don't want to do. And so, you know, being careful not to can be good, but also not too big a deal, because it's easy to pick block away and get going where you need to go, which is nice. Yo, yo, yo. None like that. Sad day. I don't know why we thought. Oh, we thought we hit. We aimed at the grass, right? Like that. Bop. 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 Nice. And then we go over here. Go drop. Drop. Drop with a bop, right? Go on the block with a pop. And hopefully not sleepy. I do admit though the lo-fi probably do have some sleepy chill vibe. Go into it as it do. Thank you, Game Chop and Michael. We do like to, you know, be just chill gamers around here. Jumping up around, up on these things as we do. Indubitably. Fascinating. Do you think it'll go the right way? Yo, we're so good at this game. Let's go, let's go. Love to see it, chat. Love to see it. Never didn't have it. Pyong. 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 Getting so close to getting this done. That feels so good, chat. Of course, we just did it right the first, or not right the first time, right? If we tried adopting a new building strategy aside the classic Empathosaurus, build it 5 times, at least, you know. Built at least 5 times before you settled. Then it might have gone a little quicker. We took the gray out of that. We're like, psh, get out of here, gray. You are no longer needed in here. Mwahahaha. And we're just running, chat. We're running with it. Hopefully we don't have to look back. I mean, looking back and, you know, reflecting, retrospect can be good. Which we definitely will do after having built this, right? Definitely no new ways that we would go about it. Wow. Like, aiming. Aiming would be good. Aiming so we get the blocks where we need to get the blocks, to having to take the time to go through glass. And, you know, no one really likes mining through glass in this game, right? It takes a minute, chat. It does take a minute. It's okay, though. Why don't you use a dispenser with bone meal and dry grass? Grass may be an issue in the sky. Oh, I don't want another line that I gotta deliver to, I think. Like the grass, it'll spread no problem because we've got the we've got blocks providing seed grass, if you will, to the grass underneath, and so I don't know. I wanted to kind of make these as small as possible, right? Just like as small and automatic as possible. These ones, of course, it's amazing how much trouble these have had, right? But that's because the sheep, they ate through all of that stuff, right? Before it could spread. And then what we were doing, we had a stack of regular dirt that we were placing around our grass blocks, right? And just having those spread, instead of having to go with a stack of these and worry about, silk touching them. But yeah, it's wild, right? Because those ones there, it did not, get to spread, which is wild, I think. I think it's pretty cool. Just seeing the effect and impact of needing to have that grass block for it to spread from them little dirty bits. And yeah, we've got the light going with the glowstone, so that way it can grow during the nighttime, which is pretty good. That way we can hopefully just have it generate passively, and rain down little bits of colored wool. As the minecart goes by underneath. Zippity dippy, doodah style. Maybe bippity boppity style, right? With a bit of a boo. Yo, nice. Let us pick up these grass blocks. Speaking of which, I really hope that we have a stack in our inventory somewhere, right? I feel like we should have more than 5. Or we just haven't been picking them up. That that could be a thing too. I, would not put that past us. That's for sure, chat. Maybe we're picking them up. We just forgot that we picked them up, right? Like, I don't see anything down there. Cool. I guess we just forgot that we picked them up. Good to know. Good to know. Oh man, we're getting so close. Can we do it? We'll probably need another stack of scaffolding just because, chat. It doesn't hurt. It'll make things much easier for us in the long run. 59 more pieces, right? Not even, we got it there waiting. These we do not need, though. Why do we have a full... We probably did not grab the scaffolding and actually grab the emeralds instead. Well, we got a full stack of emeralds on us. Nice. Hmm. Hmm. Scary time. Sketchy time. Almost there. Nice. And we made it. Wait, did we? Did we? We did. Nice. Together, chat. We made it together. How cool is that? I think anyway. There they are. Cool. If we not make it together with our observers, though, that'd be a little problematic. That's for surely sure. Because observers are needed right now. Let's work on getting some of these wolves in place while we're down here. That seems pretty chilly chill. Although I guess we could totally have. We don't need all of this glass here, right? If we're thinking about going more minimalistic, I do hope that the glass helps convey more of the color though, than a sheared sheep might, right? Cause we do want a good idea of like a color, rainbow kind of going up in the spiral, I think. But we're definitely open for redesigns. As folk know. Definitely been known to do some revamps of what we're working on. Oh my. Oh my. Nice. Oh yeah, I've gotten so caught up with many things that I had put on in this realm, Uh I just and then I've been completely distracted by so many other games too. It's been a little rough. The I'm also sad about how many sets of wings and how much gear I lost on the roof of the Nether, flying through those tunnels. That was very rough. That was very rough. And so I need to get that going again, right? Um, it's just wow. I spend a lot of time gearing up, I fear, in these games, which can take a bit of toll on my time with it all. Yeah, I mean, 'cause one problem is, right, there's, like, projects that I need to finish up, uh, in there, I do believe, right? This is my problem, though, you know? I build everything up in the air, and so it's like, and so it's bad. Because, like, I need Feather Falling 4, and Elytra, and then a bunch of totems. And then, a bed nearby for when I die anyway, right? which is problematic because, yeah, no, really, the nether roof, right? The nether roof and those tunnels, they ate so many goddamn pairs of wings and so many pieces of gear. It was ridiculous that I just got a little frustrating after a while to think about getting some more gear, just then lose it again, you know, to the nether roof. And so, I just need to create my own tunnels, I think, that I'll travel in. To prevent that from, you know, there's ways around it. There are ways around it I can start incorporating. Excuse me. Not necessarily finished, we decided to split the major projects from the small ones. So the small ones will be private builds, and nobody will yap how they're built, or how long they are. We now have piston bolts for moving in the nether. Oh, thank you. Yeah, that's rad. It was exciting seeing Raymond work and develop that technology to utilize and deploy. Love seeing updates, and why do we pick up a bunch of that stuff again? Yikes. Goodbye. Oh, and that was a thing too, right? Like, I did spend like a lot of time trying to figure out that one, hopper minecart method of eating the, zombie piglins into the TKs. And then I was just like, oh man, that's no longer gonna work. Huh. That was a little discouraging, not gonna lie. But of course, that was, you know, a Mojang thing, right? Mojang Microsoft, which is like, it is what it is. Just like, man, I spent so much time learning how to do that. No way did I just do that. It's what it is, though. You know, updates are cool. I appreciate them putting free updates into a game, right? Yeah, and I don't know, they're like I had already, you know, so many of the things in a way that they would be ready to try to do some of these other ideas I had going. With a bunch of the resources I like to have available, right? with a farm already built for them, and so there was a lot of oh. Okay, we need to make sure we. Well, no, okay, the grass will spread from there. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. And so that would have definitely been a part of the doing some of the stuff in here, right? Because we've got, you know, I had pieces ready. I had things. I had stuff good to go. Not good to go, but you know, ready to move into a different spot. To a new level of dealio. But yeah, so if we make this one all dirt, that grass should be enough to spread upward to these two, until eventually it will grow. If not, we gotta test, right? I'm very curious about testing now, that's for sure. I also don't know how we keep running out of dirt. And we might have not picked up enough, right? That we broke already. I don't know. Probably it. That's probably why we keep running out. Would be the most logical reason. We're so close to being at the top of the chat. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Look at us go. Replacing everything. Rip. Doobie what a doobie. Doobie what a doobie. Okay, there we go. Noise, noise. Blot, blot, blot. Yup. 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 Because yeah, those should grow to grass, because we have the other ones under, you know, right there, one block away down. They do be that diagonal, but diagonal should be no problem for grass growing. From what we know and understand of it. But that's what we're testing right now, you know? Do we understand how this will go? I do believe we do. If not so, it'll be good to know that we are wrong. Then we'll know what we need to do to get right, in our mind, of how it goes. Thanks to this Sneep-NADO chat. Something that could have been an atmospheric doom catastrophe turned out to be good and helpful for building. Like turning... I don't know. You can't turn sheep into lemonade, right? That'd be weird. But lemon into lemonade, right? How would that go for sheep? I mean, sheep aren't sour, right? If you got sheep, I think you're pretty okay. And you're not really, oh man, I would appreciate if this sheep were more sugary and watered down. That makes absolutely no sense, so never mind on that. But yeah, you know? Like there's combing of wool, right? Making wool not so, gnarly. That could be a thing. But like, what would that be named, right? How would we describe that? What is the process of, spinning wool, spinning yarn? Okay, I think that they spin the stuff, chat, into thread, which is very fancy. Fibers are neat. Fibers are really important to, our way of life as well. More so than just fiber optics, even. More than just dietary fiber. But remember, dietary fiber is also important. We need to remember that more. We do not... Wow, these are not spreading yet. It's a little concerning. I would expect them to by now. If they don't, of course, we'll have to, Oh, we don't have light on them, though, do we? That could be a thing, too. We need to make sure that we go down and put all the glow stones in to illuminate that which needs lighting. Yeah, and of course we need the redstone lamp, right, to light up whenever it shears, so that way we get some fun little action going on, right? Flash, flash, flash. Flash. Sheep in the shipment. Indeed, indeed. Time to go to sleep. Oh, take care, yeah. And yeah, I'm sorry I did not get a... But, there should be, yeah, time tomorrow of freeness for discussions and whatnot. I think that those are kind of the main reasons, though, why I've not been quite as jumping on as much as I was at the start. But I'm really excited to try my hand at the insta-kill raid farm there, since I've got the one platform ready to go on that. Because, you know, again, the one platform that is ready to go for the raid farm will then be able to be the insta-kill village on top, where we spawn the raid below into. Insta-kill always sounds cool, right? And, you know, I've already gotten the quickest I think I can do a TK, right? A trident killer for a raid farm. Since I do not know how to spawn them closer, and how to get, you know, regularly, and get more tridents on them than the 8 I have in the current one. But there might be a way, chat, there might be a way. We'll have to find that out. Discovery. That'd be cool. Oh yeah, we need some lighting. That orange does not seem to have grown yet either, huh? And it was a full day cycle of light, I do believe. Which does make me a little curious. As to whether, if not, the what with what now? But yeah, theoretically, those should be able to grow spread grass up one diagonal, right? I'm pretty sure it does not need to be directly next to. It might be though, and again, we'll come back and check it later, right? Because I mean, we got so much more we need to do around here to get it ready to go to be all farmed. Yeah, you know, fondly think about how much we gotta do. Get a little bit of you, and then a little bit of you. Nice. Okay, body dot doop doop. Oh my. Climb. Oh wait, is that in the right spot? I think it is. No, it needs to be over one, doesn't it? Mm-hmm. Oh my, not okay. Let's focus up. We're almost there. Getting some lights on. Lights are good. Help the grass grow. Do the thing. Be its best grass self, chat. Diggy dig. Uh-oh. Nice. Yeah, I mean, we do have to think about maybe focusing on less vertically building things. Cause it gets so tricky. It makes it a little bit harder. Not only to like not die, right? But to do things to change things on, to fix things with, etc. Doobie what a doobie though. Like I don't even know how we would build without, you know, trying to cram more things vertically than we really probably should. You know, then it's practical. But who would we even be then, chat? At Minecraft anyway, right? Cool, cool, cool. Got some lights going on, which is all you know. Let the thingies glow, chat. Let the grass grow. Let the glass glow. And heck yeah, let's go. We're almost there. Like, egats. Egad, chat. We're actually almost. Yo, check it out. Grass spread. Heck yeah, it did. Ha ha ha. And again, I think we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, right? So hopefully that should be 9 from there. If not, we can try tucking them in one more, because that should probably work. Or even moving them up and tucking it in one could work, right? Because I figure it goes down and spreads okay. But does it go, I'm pretty sure it goes around the corner okay there too, right? I just don't know if it goes around and keeps it at the 9 or not. I'm pretty sure we're gonna have to, maybe change that out, right? I really wish we had a light meter detector, you know? I'm so jealous. Bedrock, Java add-on rocking that out for them. It's gotta be so convenient, chat. Being able to actually see what light level you're rocking it out. We'd be growing stuff, chat. We'd be trying to anyway. Wow, look at us go, chat. We're almost there. The taste of being this close is pretty nice, I do declare. We can even throw like this wool away now, you know? But we should probably, I don't know. I mean, like, throwing it away in like celebration of being done would be a thing. That's for certainly, surely, sure. Yeah, I think that we will probably move them up 1 and over 1, just in case, right? I think that'll be good. Oh my. Oh my, oh my. Oh yeah. Dirty bits. Ruh-roh. Oh, no way. Do we not? We need one more piece of dirt, chat. No way. Yahweh. Yahweh. Sad day. That's wild, though. One piece of dirt off. I'm pretty sure it's got to be chilling on one of these things somewhere, right? Yeah, and we probably do, again, need to move the one thing the one way, right? Shuffle the whatchamacallit over, right? Uh, light, light. Um, and say we're just gonna move them up one and then over one, I think. Although we'll have to count to see how far away it is from the other one, though, right? At that point, so it could be too much, you know. And so maybe we do just gotta move them in one next to the thing, really, right? I think that'd probably be for the best. Yo, okay, that's looking good though. Wom 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 wom. Victory chat. And so I need to. Are we gonna move one higher? Or we can move them in one, right? One, two, three, four. I guess. Oh, that's the thing though. Gotta travel the same distance anyway, right? And I do think I like them hanging out a little bit, so that way we get like a bit of a spiral. Let's break the stuff down now. Again, I think that we got. I mean, we might have to build it again, right? Depending on how cleanly the other bits of stuff go in that we need to get in. We'll cross that bridge when we get there, though, right, chat? Okay, cool. Cool. Jump over here. We just got, you know, I mean, even if we do have scaffolding still up on stuff, that won't matter too much. Let's go breaky. Beep, boop, beep, bop, 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 beep. Love to see a chat. Oh my. Okay, we got so much wool we can eat away. I don't know if we worry about putting the glass in the corresponding shulkers now, right? I think we can, because I'm pretty sure that our large hefting of the color-coordinated glass is now been hefted. Has now hefted itself, right? And that's pretty cool. Oh, interesting. Spammy spam. Automod doing its job. Okay, so something like this. Dang. I feel like the colored wool makes it a little too messy off of them, huh, chat? At least from this view, you know? From this angle, right? Ooh, that does work pretty nice though when flying in. Interesting. It looks pretty messy from down here. Of course, we haven't put the mine carts in yet, right? So that'll definitely be a thing. Now that we can type, do we make a creative copy of this and start trying to figure out how it will shape out in creative mode. Because, I mean, it's not gonna, once we find out how to do the spacing and circuitry for one section, we just need to replicate it in all the different little openings we have, right? And so we'll have to figure that out, chat. They'll need to be powered, right? And they need to go under, like... I think it's gotta turn then go up, right? Yikes. So pretty much something just like that, right? Except the other way. Yeah, let's put the glass back in. I feel like we're done with the large, massive glass projects. And so yeah, let's start funneling stuff where it needs to go, right? I don't know how much we're going to worry about the pink wool per se. This is definitely something to do though in the next 15 minutes while we wait for the commercials to roll in, maybe. Or if not, we'll figure out what to do with whatchamacallit and the thingamajiggers. When we need to. I do feel like this is not the worst idea right now, though. Just because, we specifically have these shulkers here to help us understand what colors and whatnot that we have. Oh, there's still cyan in that one, isn't there? Yep. Ba-da-dee-dee-dee-dee-dee. I don't know how much we really need too expansive a storage on this stuff, right? Like when we do projects, we definitely have a little more going on, I think. But we're ready to go for that stuff, right? We got a plan for it, chat. Oh wait, okay, these did have shears in them still, huh? Oops. That's okay, that's fine, that's fine. That's gonna be a little much. We've also got to decide what type of block are we going to be putting the minecarts on, right? I don't think we're gonna be changing up the colors of it as it goes up, right? Because that'd be a little tricky. Um, what if we did though, right? What if we had those colors lag behind one, and then the colors on top advance one? That would be pretty neat. I feel like the wool detracts a little bit, actually. I feel like it might be too bright, chat. It might just be a nighttime thing, huh? Hmm. We'll have to figure that out, chat. I think this actually might not be a bad place to call it, huh? Because there's going to be a lot of, maybe not a lot, but we got a little bit we need to develop on the collection system. Which again, doing in creative and setting stuff up to do it in creative could be helpful, right? We'll grab some dirt right now, though, and not think too much about the block we want underneath, right? Could probably will be diorite just because of the polished diorite as we go, but thinking about maybe doing it on like stained glass for the different things would be cool, right? Even though we just put it all away, it'll be enough to grab out of things. Dang. Okay, that's doing that in creative mode would make a lot more sense than trying to figure it out here, huh? That do be a thing, Chad. That do be a thing. I mean, I think that would work, even though it doesn't seem the cleanest, right? Okay, no, it wouldn't work. Har har har. Oh, really? Hmm. But something along these lines? Yeah, okay. Again, creative mode, huh? Hmm. Pretty sure it's got to be like that, right? Just a easy peasy little beep beep. Again, one issue is how will it look on the spiral thing as we try to go on up with it? Because we could do this part different, right? But I feel having it hug that as close as we can will be the best for surely sure. And so something along these lines. We're not really using polished diorite elsewhere on this stuff, right? Which is the one reason why going with dirt could totally work. Just concerned maybe that'll detract a little bit, right, from what we're trying to do, from how it looks. Oh, especially we can't, like, I'm pretty sure we can put these on slabs, right? And so slab will be very nice for that. Again, leaning into the idea of diorite more, right? We've also got deep slate action going on. Of course, we go deep slate on top, diorite on the bottom, or vice versa, right? So we do have the two different minecarts going. Yeah, the minecart will just go like that, right? And that should be fine. Let's push it real quick. Well, we got time, right? So it's either out of deep slate, out of diorite, or maybe out of wood, right? Hmm. I think we would have to do it with deep slate just because of what we're doing in that tower so far, right? Or again, we could do the bottom in deep slate, and then do the top in diorite if we want, right? We'll probably do diorite just because, it do be our block of choice for this type of thing. The problem, of course, that the rail is going to be, you know, the blocks the rail is going to be on are going to be right out there for folks to see. And the question of will the colors of the sheep show up better against the black or against the white, right? Because like white can wash it out some, but black can maybe appear too dark next to it. But that'll be good. Okay, I think that yeah, we'll rock out the deep slate for this chat. I do believe that means we probably need to grab deep slate from the spawn area. I think we moved all the deep slate we had over here to there. And that's okay, we got shulkers. Let us get our inventory squared away. We do have that break coming up in a bit where we're going to ponder some more. Ponder. How pondersome. Like, what is all this stuff we have in here? Oh, Just a bunch of blocks of iron. Fair enough, chat. That is a good thing to have in your railroad shulker chest, right? I guess we don't need all that granite just yet. Granite's very good for the red zone, but we're not in the red zone right now. If we can move that granite to the red zone, that'd be cool. Do we need iron in ye? Not really. Aw, man. I don't think we need one in Inventor Time, right? Ah, okay. Oh no, not like this, chat. Not like this, chat. Okay, there we go. I guess we could put an autocraft in there and not worry about a farmer linking to it, right? Har har har. Or a composter for a thing. Okay. We're at 153, right? Just about done doing inventory shenanigans. Light gray wool, huh? Silly times, chat. I don't know how much we worry about the granite for now. Cause we want to take it to the red zone, right? And that'll actually be pretty quick. We'll push snooze on the ads real quick. Because we're gonna, we probably didn't need to, actually. But we got journeys, we got steps and processes we need to take. And making sure it's all good to go feels good. Oh my gosh, we need some totems, chat. I can't... Oh, to drop off the granite. Oh, I mean... I think we got some here we can just like... Bippity boppity boop into. Bip boop bop. Dirt. I was gonna say it looked like we put some dirt in there by accident. And say we're gonna go to Spawn Town, grab a bit of shulker of deep slate. Because I do believe we got most of it over there that we have. Deep slatey, slatey. Dirt. These are way too organized, chat. It's kind of making me uncomfortable. Why do they feel so well organized? Yikes. I don't know where our bow went either. We'll probably have to make another one. It do happen. Deep slate, huh? I don't know how much we think we need. Oh, we got a lot. Got a fair amount. That should be good. I wonder if we have any random shulkers chilling over here. Or maybe down here because we were trying to transfer some items, right? Not so much, and that's okay. Oh, we got a bunch. Oh, huh. Fascinating. Wait, oh, to the nether portal. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Yeah, I think we're gonna use deep slabs to get at least the collector minecart going. And with these times left, do we want to chill out the AFK a bit at the witch farm for the break? 'Cause it's not too bad. Witch farm's pretty cool. Makes a lot of gunpowder, which we like. Raid farm's nice though. And I don't know how many more totems we might be needing. I don't think it was broken that long, which is cool. Some deep slatey bits, chat. Love to see it. Okay, cool. Let us harvest some of this real quick. Cause by the time we replant it, it should be a good time for a breakerino, right? Oh, we need to automate some farmers still. The problem is I'm pretty sure all those farmers over there are full of carrots. So we cannot fill them full of grass seed. Or wheat seed at that point. We'll have to think about that some, right? Breeding a couple new ones would not be too hard. We could even grab the librarian to do it with them, which would be kinda cute. The part that's confusing me a bit is that they don't have heart particles happening, right? And so I don't know if that means they... Because they should be, because they're open bed, right? And there's iron golems being produced there, so that means it's still a village. And so, since they're open beds and the villagers, you know, have food on them, as we have seen the librarians make them heart particle before, they should still be making them. Oh, an ad starts in... Okay, so we did not quite make it in time, did we, chat? We were close, though. About 20 seconds too slow, huh? Doobie what a doobie. We will wait, of course, till we get this in. We will take a little bit of a break. And be back, you know, after that. The breakerinos can be good, chat. Especially if you've been sedentary. Which, you know, video gaming kind of leaves us in a place to be. A wee bit, shall we say. As far as all that goes. Bippity boppity boop boop boop. Nice. Byom 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 beam. Okay, so theoretically this should be fine if we just toss these in here, right? It does not seem like they made it, huh? Unless they got stuck in the hopper. Okay, cool. We're good to go on that. Nice, 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 nice. Sneep-NADO chat. It definitely is starting to lose some of its simplicity, I think. but it needs to be a functional wool farm. Oh, doobie, what a doobie. Okay, chat. Oh, the hat. Nice. Okay, okay. Um, and so yeah, we've got a pretty good idea on the collection system. The delivery of shears is still up in the air because we don't need a minecart to drop them off, right? We do need a hopper. Like that would be a time of a hopper, of a I mean of a minecart with a chest, right? That was talked about before, I think. Because shears do be unstackable. I don't know how many items a minecart with a chest can hold. Because shears again, unstackable will be a little rough for that, right? Let's craft one real quick and see what it looks like. Or again, we could jump into Creative World, which would probably make the most sense. But that's no fun. Okay, cool. It's a full 27, right? That's rad. The problem is we have 48 of these, right? One thing is that it doesn't really, that shears last a good long while, right? So I don't even know how often we would need to dispense a shear down the thing. And so it would be easy enough, right, to have the hopper minecart just constantly run and then drop off what it needs to along the way. Because with all 9 slots already filled, right, it'll easily start, it'll easily fill up and top off, even if it takes 3 trips before something's, before shear's killed, right? Before shear's durability is gone all the way. We could try putting, we could look up how long it takes for shears on average to break. And then of course just send a shear out times 48, right? Because there's 48 opportunities for those shears to break at that time, which will be the thing. And so I don't know. I don't like the only other thought really, right? Instead of doing a chest minecart, right? Minecart with chest is oh, monitoring, not even banned. Awkward. Oh, held a message. Okay, good. It was water, right? Water, or hopper mine or chesty minecart. I mean, if we put water in, be a sheep cane, right? Sheep hurricane at that point. And would that be more laggy than a chest minecart, chat? I don't know. Could be, right? What do we think about that? Oh, egad, we got a heart glitch TV. Thank you very much for that. And thank you for joining on that TikTok side of things. I don't know how long ago that came through, sadly. Um, I think we need to worry about collection first, right? uh, okay, theoretically, that's kind of how it goes. The problem is we needed to stop and unload the wool here, right? Uh, and then dispense it out, right? Which is cool. We got the track it needs. Um, I think we do need to make it stop though, right? And not just randomly drop it off if it can, right? Um, mm. Dang, chat. I don't want to have to cut it after that AFK, right? But I feel like we need to do some of this in creative mode now. Um, well, the one thing is we're gonna have to utilize the curve, right? Of minecart wanting to go into something and then turning, and then going back out, right? Because we'll have to have like the unloading station. Um, that way, if it makes sense. I don't know if it does or not, the way I was describing it. But you know what I'm picturing is, it's going in, and then it goes into here, right? And hopefully it curves that way. If not, we'll have to figure something else out. Okay, perfect. Because that would be a powered rail here, right? No, it's supposed to go all the way down there, though, man. Rutro. That's really odd how it does that. We'll have to try it out this way real quick to see if it indeed is the wrong direction. No, it's just not going down that way. Awkward. Because it should go. It should transfer over, right? Oh, unless it needs to do it the other way, right? Wait, what? Yeah, it goes, but then it turns itself around. That's very peculiar, chat. I do not like that. Okay, and so I guess we've got to just do it that way, then loop it around, right? Like we make that a powered rail, you know? How will this work? How do we unpower then power it? This type of tech we're not the most familiar with. But there's only one way to learn. And like minecart technology is pretty good tech to have an understanding of. And so it needs to be on some type of torch, right? That's gonna be a little awkward. We're gonna have to twist it here, right? Boop, and then up in the bop bop. Cool, right there with that, right? Yeah, I'm so sorry, chat. We need to get back in the swing of creative mode now that we've got whatchamacallit going back. Now that we can type again. Yay. Aw, oh, man. Freaking path blocks. Hate to see it. Cha. Doobie what a doobie. Okay, so we're saying that like that's gonna be that right there, I think. Some. A little backwards. So doing it outward then inward into a middle thing as opposed to outward into an outward water thing, I think would be the best. That way we can have it be like a smaller pool of water, right? Or having a moat would be cool, right? Putting it into the same water stream that the things are going down in. It's gonna be below the tallest. And so we could totally do that, chat. So if we have a water stream of the... Oh... Okay, because we'd need to do it with a hopper minecart. And putting 48 hopper minecarts in is silly. To set up an auto dropper on each cell, right? Which is why we're doing it this way. Having multiple hopper minecarts run through, right? And having drop-off points every 3 instead of every 1 could be a thing. Of course, there might be traffic jams at that point. Which is why it would be easiest just to figure out how to get a circuit to get auto dropper of this on each one. Indeed, chat. Okay. So we're here again. We can go in a little further with this if we want, right? Don't need to stop there. Can't stop, won't stop. Har. We need to stump with the path block, so that's for sure. Sad day. And so yeah, like beep. Beep. Until we can turn this the other way if we want, right? Just to make it easier on our brain. Yum. Okay, and so we're saying that like we're here, coming here, right? Go beep, boop, bop. Bop. Then back out again, right? That's gonna be the easiest way to look at it for now. We can think about tightening it up later if we need, to see if we need to make it smaller, right? Oh my gosh, I guess we do not have more grass blocks on us. Would we? Yeah, I guess we do that. Although we should stop guessing, chat, and start knowing. Right? I don't know. Sounded kind of like a good thing to say there. But I mean, we don't know how to go about doing that, right? So that might be setting up false expectations, and for that, I apologize. We could do it with funsies. Cause I mean, oh, why are you so full? Okay, I thought it might be that. Cause we can do it with the things, and then get some things to make go things quicker on that. With the stuff and the junk. Like, I think we got some shears in here. Byom. We of course put the wrong thing back. A doobie what a doobie. We just need to break this chest, chat, and figure out what to put where, right? Be like all this colored wool, right? We now have places for it. We now have things for it. We now have ideas. Happy spots for it to be happy at, which we're glad about. Happiness is great, you know? We got this, we got that. You're gonna be here doing this thing, right? And we'll be like, looty loot, loot, loo. So along the way, we're gonna want to stop it somewhere, right? On some powered rail. Hopefully that should be enough room for us, right? We're very new to minecart tech still, sadly. We're gonna peek at our little melon farm we got going on over here. Okay, so yeah. Sadly, it lags a bit until it gets stuck, which is not good. It's most certainly not good. But okay, so the theory, right? We got whatchamacallit go and do whatchamacallit and do a thingamajigger. And that's pretty cool. Oh, that's not good. Oh, do we have autocrafters that have components in here? Oh. Those should not be in there. Ruh-roh. Oh my. I wonder what that's all about, chat. Hmm. Oh my. There should be more things that say filter somewhere. Oh, they might be in one of these. Or not. The plot thickens. Why do those have melon in them? Why do these have random bits of... You know. Okay, melon's over there, that makes some sense. Ooh. I was about to say, I bet that we've got... For some reason, I figured that we would have blocks that would be filtered blocks in there. I don't know why. I don't know how. I do believe that this is the pumpkin one, right? It should be the pumpkin one? We do like pumpkin. Indeed, indeed. Sorry about this, chat. This is not a farm that we thought we'd really be going back to do anything with. That should not be pumpkin. This needs to be double hopper speed. It's not though, so we can fill it up there and be okay. I don't know how much of the stuff we... Oh man, that's so many pumpkins. That's so many pumpkins, chat. What do we do? What do we do about all these pumpkins? I don't even know. We can't smash them per se. We could. But I mean, really just despawning them would be the thing at that point, right? Pumpkin time. Pumpkin time. Pumpkin time. I think we need to get some more chests down here, chat. Maybe we just need to make a bunch of pie. Oh my gosh. Intriguing. It's really hard for us to want to get rid of pumpkins. We like pumpkins a lot in the game, chat. They are such amazing, like, light blocks at the beginning, right? You get to build with them, they provide light, you can put redstone signals through them, like... I got a deep love, appreciation, and respect for pumpkin blocks, that's for sure. We forgot our other little bit of convenient baggies to be doing stuff with, sadly. That would have been good. Okay, pumpkins. Hello there. We also need to think about... Oh, that's where the filters went. See, we thought they'd be around there somewhere. Oh my. Yeah, we probably just need to put another chest on here. Ouch. Bro. Now's not the time. It's unfortunate we can't entice it with a fruit like a fruit bat, right? I thought that might be getting a little too ambitious. Because it's going through a component, you know? Oh my. Excuse me there, chat. We could definitely come through here and improve this a bit, I do believe. That's some random string. That's cool. All this melon do be squirrely though, that's for sure, chat. Melon, melon. Melon, melon. Oh my. How you doing? You have... Man, this hopper minecart, right? It should be going, that's powered, you know? Awkward times. I don't know, I really love seeing autocrafters do their thing, chat. It's just like boop, boop, boop. Really cool. Just chugging along merrily, you know, being like, oh, look at me, I'm autocrafting. Like, good job, little autocrafter, keep it up. And thank you. Oh, awkward. Oh man. Okay, I think we need to put another crafter down real quick. Or just make that double hopper speed for now, right? Interesting. I would not expect that to be filling up. Oh, cool. It worked. It did not lag and break. Love to see it, chat. Well, yeah, the one problem is, there's a lot more in there, right? And so, it's easy enough, right? Oh, we got feeding through the top there, I see. It should be fine and not lock it up too much, I think. Hmm. Yeah, we can put another hopper in the side to get a double hopper speed at least. Which fits, you know, where it is right now. We could make it more if we want. We need to find our hoppers first, of course, to make any of that happen. Which I'm sure we'll be able to, chat. I just feel a little awkward, you know? Like, if we're gonna put that to the side, I feel like that should maybe be to the side. Then, you know, we can pull two hoppers out the bottom of it, no problem, into that. I don't know, you know, how much big a difference I really see it making, but I do believe that's gonna be a little better way to have it go together. I'm concerned that we've only got the one axe in there too. That's for sure, but that's okay. That's a problem for a future Pathosaurus. I'm sure it's fine. Okay, we're saying maybe just like this now real quick, right? That's gonna be pointing that way, chat. That's gonna be pointing that way, you know? Body dun 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 dun. Oh, that's awkward. Oh, not there. Oops. Beep, 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 beep. I guess we didn't need to break the auto crafter till we were sure on stuff, so we could still be crafting things, huh? Hey, what is that block doing? It's just saying, hey, look at me, I'm a block. That's cool. I can appreciate that. Really, though, just putting the signal on the top, right, would be the easiest. Because putting along the side is a little trickier. But, you know, to do that, we just need to put a block in, right? And then carry the signal on top along the way like that. Oh man. We need some, whatchamacallit? Some slabby bits maybe, right? Maybe something else too. I don't quite recall though. We'll go with a regular block too, just because. Just because, chat. We should probably grab some of this stuff just because, right? We're doing redstone things. Why do not have a redstone shulker, right? Silly time. Is why. Okay, cool. We're here. We're back. With the things. Nice. Look at us go. Super pro. Love to see it. Okay, so we're here right now. And we're thinking like, okay, go there, right? And just do like if we just do a block, have a little block here, right? We don't have to change too much. Like 50 boppy. And we can just go redstone dust on toppity. Oh, or not. I don't know how we said it that way either. But we're sticking to it, chat. We're sticking with that. Okay, give me just a sec though, right? Because theoretically this will do the thing, the power, and and do what we need it to, right? Make the crafty. Craft the dewy. Roddy dot 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 do. Not quite. Not strong enough. If we've only got the one thing crafting, we can probably go there and it'll be good. Boop boop. Just needed to take one more bite out of the cake, chat. Cake stone, I tell you what. The tastiest redstone out there, you know? Oh man, love to see it. Okay, and theoretically, we can't go in the there, so we'll go in the top of this for now, right? The top and the side and the top, etc., etc. Which I don't know if that means we want it in the front or not, right? Like, because that one thing was going to be on this thing, right? The torchy torch. We'd have that thing pointing down. You could just point down to a hopper happily, right? Oh, that's not too happily hoppery there, though. I see. We could move the hopper just on the back. That's no biggie. No biggie. There's also some more we can change around here, right? To fit some of our current conventions that we have about redstone stuff. But I don't think we're going to worry about that, chat. This was definitely not part of the plan. I'm glad we're here doing this, though. It definitely seems like there's some issues with it, and so fixing those issues always feels good. Even if all of these melons are a little frustrating to deal with. Uh-oh, they're despawning. No, not my melons. I didn't think they'd been out long enough to despawn, really, but, you know. We've been at this a minute now. And there do be a lot of them, chat. There do be a lot of that. Oh, we broke a comparator somewhere. That's not good. That's not good. Hopefully it just came from... there. Nice. Put that in track mode. Okay, good. Goodly. Goodly woodly. Okay, cool. Got this, got that. Got this, got that. Okay, so now you're gonna be pointing down here for funsies. And then we're just gonna move this hopper line down the other way, right? So we can. We can't, chat. Because, you know, that'll do a problem with the thingy, right? It'll drain that, unless we hard power that, which we're not going to right now. Until we can... yeah, pushing into the front here makes a lot of sense, huh? And again, it will cause a little bit of an issue with that getting locked every so often, right? And it's going to be getting locked, right? I don't know why we need that. We've only got a single hopper speed on the item filter. Making the crafter double hopper speed makes no sense. Unless, of course, you know, we were getting ready to put another thingy on it, right? So instead of worrying about putting another thingy on it, let's just go with a single thingy, because we got that thingy to do the thingy. We will put the chest in the middle though, just so we can keep this here, do this thingy. So we don't need to worry about another hopper too, right? We can just tack this thingy on with that thingy and call it good, which would be cool. Glad we had this talk, chat. I'm glad we turned this around, you know? Especially because just took one piece of cake. Nom nom nom. Love to see it. Okay, go like this, go like that. I mean, we could... No, doing it directly into this is going to be kind of the quickest way to do that without having to worry about too much more wiring, right? Yeah. I mean, we could move it up, we could point it down, we could bring the redstone signal up and around. It would save a little room. Maybe, not really much. It would get us one more, well, the thing is it would get us one more vertical chest, it would get us one more vertical spot right now. Which is not the worst. Let's try setting that up real quick, right? Just because we imagine it happening that way does not mean that it will. But the theory, right? We, dang, 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 dang. Ah, bat, 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 bat. Oh my. We need a crafty table, right? Let's just go get a crafty table from here. Be crafty about it. Wop, wop. Okay, so we're gonna just do a crafting table into here, right? Out of there. Have a point down, though. That way we can get the whatchamacall on it a different way, right? And worry about that later. Like we go this way with the crafting table. Oh, boop, beep. Boom. Almost like that. Okay, cool. That's not gonna be hard powered by anything. And then we can have cake come in from the side and that'll be okay. We probably do need to get some chain for this real quick. If we're gonna be taking the time here dealing with stuff, right? Might as well like not let it despawn on us, I think. Even though we're really doing it just more for the fun of it. Than needing to worry about the melons, right? No way do we throw those away. Saddest days. It do be okay, because we picked it up anyway. Could we just change it around, and now we're okay? Although I already said that, so we should go away from that. You know. Because repeating oneself is not really the best. Get some of that going, up in there, go clicky click, 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 click. Nice. Maybe a little more clicky click. Womp. 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 We'll worry about this later. Okay, this is getting pretty close, pretty close. Gonna grab some chain real quick, of course. Get us some more comparator action going down. Get this rewired real quick, which will require a little more cake, which is okay. More cake, more merriness, right? We got that pointed down now. We're gonna have this thing going this way now, right? Like a beep and a boop and a bop and a beep. Subtract mode. Some chain. I don't know if we bother putting that on some end rod. I think we do for funsies. Ruh-roh chat. I don't know how many end rod we have, of course. That's a cool little, almost like a hippity hop, right? We need to get some chorus fruit to get it pop. Get us some these tasty end rods going in a way that's more sustainable than what we're experiencing today. And having to have harvested all of these by hand. We could also take that out because we're moving that all around. Okay, chat. If we're gonna be here doing this, I think we gotta put these other comparators on chain too, right? Just because. Cake time. Whoop. And we were saying we can go up over the top with it though too, right? Which might be better than going around the front. We'll get our redstone lamp. Hook and light up all happily when things do the thing. Boot. Oh, awkward. I thought we had some polished diorite on us. Oh yikes. Oh man. I'm sorry, chat. I don't know what's up with my nose right now. Except that it seems to be full of the tickles and the sneezes, huh? Yikes. Adult words. Tickles and the sneezes. My apologies. Oh. This here is just overflow. So it doesn't actually need to be that. Okay, so theoretically, right, you should now be good to go. Not quite. Oh, we need to eat more cake. Chat. We did not eat enough cake, my apologies. Oh, come on now. Oh, we got regen beacon going, huh? Yikes. Ouch. And we've taken a decidedly... Oh my gosh, we don't have a totem on. We gotta be careful though, chat. Come on, let me up, please. Yikes. Yeah, we need to make this a little easier to get up and down, I think. That could be helpful. Okay, let's think about cake. It should only be like 2 more bites, right? Oh dang. That's awkward. Did we eat too much cake? I'm so confused, chat. That should be the right amount of cake. Oh, that's why it's soft powered like that. Okay, that's why we want to kind of go around the front just in case, right? Although if it's hard powering that, then we don't need to really worry about stuff going beyond it, right? Oh yeah, that should be fine. This should be fine. Oh, we're thinking like that, huh? That way we don't have to worry about Hopper getting locked by the item filter. And we can still then go like this for funsies. For symmetry's sake, right? And the idea of it harkening back to early builds. Har har har. Okay, we should see this crafting now. Nice, nice. Love to see it. And that's the fun part, right? About making it not go through a component chat. Look how quickly that's going. Look at it keeping up with only one open slot, right? Love to see it, chat. Love to see it. Okay, so yeah, powered rail that gets torch, comparator to power thing, and then unpower when it needs to, right? Oh, we're reading it off the hopper. Okay, that's cool. Also, okay, there's still a torch there. We gotta invert the signal, right? Okay, I think we also need to... Aw, man, wait. Aw, man. This do be a little unfortunate, right? Oh, we can get some more access into there for now. Because this should, this should easily go at double hopper speed, chat. As long, as we're working our way through all of these Melanie bits. Looking back at this too, there seems like there's a lot of cleaning up we could do of some of these hoppers and redstone bits. But let's look forward, chat. We don't really need to worry about this, right? Main thing we're worried about right now is just making it so that way stuff doesn't start piling up, right? By making sure everything's efficient and clean. Because it does seem like this hopper minecart has problems sometimes kicking itself off again. Which is unfortunate. At least, when we're not here babysitting it, right? Being all like, please stay loaded. Please keep doing your thing. Okay, I guess we'll work on trying to clean out these from here first. That do be a little obnoxious. Just keeps giving us the wrong stuff, Rip. We're really not... Oh, we can't. That's going the other way, huh? Oh man, do we really not have more chests, Anna? That's unfortunate. Thankfully, we have a stack of chests in our chest. 2 stacks of chests, 2 separate chests, right? We no longer have a stack, though, I guess, of either, really. You know, either ender chest or whatchamacallit, regular chest. Awkward. Okay, so we're just gonna put that up here real quick and start putting some melon in there. We don't have to keep standing here and babysitting it all, right? Cool. We got a lot of it in these random spots where it should not be. Oh, we still need to clear out that thing back there too, huh, I guess. Yikes. Clearing out from that way is helpful too, right? Because it allows us to get it from the one direction that it needs to be gotten from. At least clear out backlog. Interesting. Oh man, that's a lot of melon still. I do not know how those filters broke. Hate to see it. Luckily, go auto crafter. Love to see them chat. Big old fan of auto crafters, as y'all know. Oof. Oof. We're getting there, chat. We're getting there. And it do need to be done, right? Just because we don't want stuff backing up. Never good. Adding lag by, not taking care of a bunch of items is not the best. Especially when they're not the most useful, right? But you still keep them around. I guess we could work on trying to turn this off, right? So that way it's no longer harvesting things. Just, power... Heck, we could power all the pistons so that way things just don't grow, right? That could be a thing. Oh man. Already out of space in that, huh? Yikes. Yikes. What do we do, Chad? I mean, we're really close, right? Like, we can't be upset about how close we are about getting these, cleaned up, right? They're pretty much there. I do not think we'll get to the rest of the sheep thing today. I'm so sorry, chat. Of course, we revisiting here and refamiliarizing ourselves, right, with the whatchamacallit, not a bad thing. Very good thing, I think. We'll see how well it pays off, of course. So just because we think it's good, right? That's interesting. I would have expected it to stay a little longer, I think. That's cool it didn't, so we can empty this stuff out. Wow. Okay, I think that's it, chat. I think that's everything cleared out. That's pretty cool. Or all the melons straightened out that we had in the chest over there. We of course got the melons that we transferred into this thing over here, which I think we will put into here real quick, just because. Maybe not, maybe not. That's gonna take a minute, isn't it? A bit of a minute. I was about to say I felt like it got too full there for a second, huh? Oh, it's going at double hopper speed now. Okay. So we do have to be a little bit careful about filling up these last two spots, right? Oh my. Oh, melons. Save early game emerald maker, right? Although zero tick wool farms are very good too, as we have seen. Oh my gosh, we're actually almost at the bottom of the chat. Yo, look at that. Perseverance. Love to see it. Yeah, look at how much space that saves too, right? That was so much melon, chat. Just being condensed down, you know? Chonka chonka. But chonka chonk. Okay, cool. I think we might actually call it here, chat. I'm sorry that we did not get to finish more of the Sneep-NADO up, but I do like how we made that cleaner. We do have to remember that this is a temporary thing, right? That's pretty random. We had some random stuff like that in there. It does seem like we've got a lot of room for melon growth. Oh, we might as well try and make it deep like this, right? Just because of how whatchamacallit's going. If that makes sense. If not, no worries. I understand why it would not. Like, oh, we didn't go down that far, didn't we? Yikes. Yoinks. We just want more cobblestone, surely. Good answer, good answer. Oh, why can we not get that in our... Is there something there, chat? Oh, there's chain. There's chain we couldn't see. Fair enough. Doobie what a doobie. Us appreciating chain most of the time. That was very awkward. One off, I feel, of it not working well for us there. Okay. Got this, got that. Got this, got that. And I think that we're good there. I think there was a thought that we had about things, but I do not quite remember what they were. We weren't gonna go, it wasn't about bowling. Yeah, okay, I think we're gonna call it here, chat. I want to thank you so much for joining us for another exciting stream from, Amsterdam. We do be a little bit ready to work on some more sheep stuff. This thing's gotta drain. Drain. I'm glad that we got that thing going. We definitely have the idea of this minecart unloader, right? Taking a signal off of it, or off the thing it's unloading into, which makes a lot of sense. We will work on finishing up, on figuring out how we want to get the unloader wired up at the wool farm, for surely sure. Might do it in creative, next stream, rock it out in creative mode, just because it could be a little easier. But for now, chat, thank you so much yet again for joining us for another exciting stream from Amsterdam. Take care, much love, and peace.